Hi ladies, I came back again because we needed to do the flowers, and now I have some other light and maybe you can see it better here. So this is the bag, so do it like so, and yeah, I think it came out very pretty. And then the tassels came out like this. I love them. Actually, I really like them. And they are really long. I have no idea. I think it's 2 rulers, so 9 to 10 inches, I think. So they're very long. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7 is the wire is too short, so I can't put it into this one, so I need to think of something else. And you know, when you make something like this, you think, oh my god, it needs to be the same, all of them, but it's actually a gift to different people, so it doesn't really matter that if it's another bead cap on this one instead of these. Don't have to be that much the same. So, and then I have of course all these snippets of things that's left. I haven't done anything yet, and I have the flower I rolled up. I think there should be a script somewhere. Here it is. Maybe we can use this today. And these smaller ones, I think I will do something. I don't know. Sometimes you can just do a knot and you can just like do something like this. I'm actually right-handed, so this is awkward. And because there's this different colors in the fabric from the beginning, it's easier if you have because of the different colors in the fabric, it will give some different colors in this one too. It is so much easier to have, like, if you have the non-stick mat and you put some hot glue and you just roll it around like that, that is easier than stitching it like here, because now I have to have control over the fabric very much. So what is easier when you sew it instead of this, is that you can like maneuver. I can make it do some other, if there's some where I want to pull the fabric in like this, I can just like take a couple of extra stitches and put it down under. It's not that easy in a with hot glue. That was what I want to say. And I'm just trying to put my needle in different ways, but still I put them almost the same place as I took the needle in, so it's teeny tiny stitches. But as you can see, my needle was this way, my thread is this way now, and now I want to like make this one attached to this, so I need to go like this way, and then I will go out again here and back. And then when you do these stitches, you can always just put a pearl or something where you, like here, you could put a pearl and then stitch it back. And that, so you can decorate it at the same time as you is sewing it together. Now the thread is not long enough, so I'm gonna, luckily I used my pearl needle and that's why it's bended, so I can like bend it as much as I want to. A scissor here, I have this one. So now I have a rose here, but as you can see it's a different one than the other. So this one is like more high and stuff, like a mushroom, and this one is flat. I don't know, I think I like these ones better. This one is very pretty when the fabric is more stiff. So I'll just take my needle and make it disappear here. Well, so I don't know, did I make, that's also triangles. I'm not sure what to do with it yet, but could do a circle. So I do this and I do this one. And I have here this trick I learned from Jennings 644. She has like every tutorial you like on flower making, so yeah, I think I watched them all, even though it was a little bit difficult in some of her first ones because the quality of her camera is not the best, but when you have watched her a lot of times you have some idea of what she is doing, and you've sometimes when you get that close to a person, like I've watched, I don't know, 300 of her videos, then you can you like know what she's thinking. Scary, very scary. So I'm just folding the fabric here just to take an edge and trying to make it just, it was a triangle, so of course down here there's not as much fabric as there is up here, but I will show you that it doesn't really matter right now because I'm just trying, okay, over and try to make it even just a little bit. So here, and I want to do it one more time here because I take out my pins. This one is not a good one, doesn't matter. I'm gonna open them again. Sorry, you can't hear me talk when I have a needle in my mouth. So I'm sorry about the sound in the background, but I need to, the light is best here in our toilet. So the video is gonna be short, hopefully. I have tried to, in my first videos, to show you how to make these flowers, but yeah. I am really bad at looking at people's old videos, and sometimes when I have time and I have watched all the person's videos, I go back and I select videos with the eldest date, so I get some of the videos from the beginning, and I have have learned that some of the people that we really admire and stuff, and to see how they started, that is, it's not fun, but it's a great motivation. I don't know. It motivates me to just keep on, because sometimes I lose faith in what I'm doing. Am I showing you enough? Does it really matter that I'm on YouTube or not? Is it only a personal matter that I really want the not attention, but of course I like when people comment, and I feel a connection with the people who watch you guys, that you guys are watching me, and that we can share with each other. It's not that I'm showing you anything new here. I'm just taking out old methods. This is just how I cut them. Yeah. And I place them on the side, and when I've cut everything I will like go back. So I cut some strips like this. So I've pinned the whole sheet here, and down here there's not very much, but it doesn't matter. Almost the same length, and sometimes it feels like that will be too big, so sometimes I do pin it again, and not that I start over, but there has been too much of a gap. This one is going to be a little shorter, this one too, here. So, and this one is too loose. I really want to like do this part over through. Like, take the pins out again, and I will look at the fabric that's left and say, is it better the other way? You can see if I pin it like this, is it long enough, or will I get more if I do it the other way? I'm not sure. Yeah, let's just do this. It is a triangle, so it's a little bit difficult to like fold. It doesn't matter. I'm folding one strip anyway at a time. Again, afterwards. It's just for cutting. Sometimes I find a pill and I'm just sticking it like this. I have like these metal pieces also laying around sometimes when I'm cleaning up, and it's just, yeah. I think mostly it's because it's up in our living room, and that's why. So, and I'm not looking at how much fabric there is, because I want strips, and I still have some of these ones. I'm gonna save this part. So yeah. Yes. Okay. So you can see this strip, I can't make a flower out of that, because if I do this, it will only make a half a circle, so that doesn't work. But I both want to do these kind, and I want to make something like this. So I can see this strip is long enough to like make circles. And do I like this kind of square, or would I like prefer to do this? This is too small, so I'm gonna do it like this. And to have a little bit of control, I'm doing this. And then In freehand, I'm just taking and cutting a circle. I am not gonna be in any way perfect with my circle, because perfect doesn't make pretty. Imperfection does. That is also how we are as people. We are not perfect, but we are pretty on the inside and on the outside. And yeah, I will just leave it at that. You know what I mean when you think about it. So yeah. It is our mistakes and our little funny things about us that makes us special. And I am sure my husband loves me, because not that I'm perfect, because I'm not. Even though I always say, I can do this, this, and this, but I can't. And he sees through the fingers just because we love each other. Yeah. It's a little bit easier. Some of the strips I am doing soft round ones, and some of them I'm gonna do a narrow one, and I will show you when it's finished why. I'm gonna go very low on the cut, and I go pretty straight, close to the edge, and I'm just putting my finger here. Can you see that? If I do it like this. So I'm just trying not to cut my finger. And then here. It is a big scissor, I know. But I think I have a little bit of control over it. I haven't cut myself yet. But as you can see, I have like these long ones. This one isn't. It's because they are the biggest. No, it's the inside. But this, as you can see, there's. I hope you can see this. It's not perfect, and these ones are very close to each other. When I melt it, they will open up here, so it doesn't matter. And when I, that's why I make very long strips of these, because when I put them together, it makes these like not daisies. I hope I will think of the name. So yeah, and as you can see, I open all of the strips before I cut, just to place this edge. I could just cut it here, but it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna cut it off anyway in the end. So, and nothing is straight here. It's just random. Sometimes I do it like this, but this fabric is not that easy to play with, so it's very it moves a lot. So sometimes I look in the end here, just to see if how far up the inner fabric is on both ends, so I have almost the same height on my bows. This one could just get cut here, and that's it. I don't know, I haven't tried to like melt these parts to see what came out of it, but it could probably get to something very pretty. It's just imagination that makes us not do stuff sometimes. I feel like I have enough fabric and flowers to play with. So yeah. It's funny because when I do the narrow ones, the long ones, I really do like to not have a needle inside because it's sometimes easier. So yeah, I don't know if you want to watch this. I do have to remember to make some circles. I could do some now. And I wanna, what I like by not going like have a template and just bend all the fabric and do one circle, because they will always get in a different shape and sizes doesn't matter here. Here it is. So because when you do different sizes of circles, you can make more interesting flowers. So as you can see, the smaller one is just a tiny bit smaller, and this one is a medium, and this one is bigger, and I have this one. It's almost the same, but the shape is different, and that will make this one a little bit smaller. It's just when you layer them, it's it gives some texture to your flower. So all of these offcuts I get. I could. This one is a strip. And it's pretty long, so I still make it into one of these ones. So this offcut could also be something where you, like when I made this, it could have been in between, so you get some texture. It could have been like on this one where I just placed them on top and took some different materials, and I could have used it like that. So maybe I should have done the flowers before. And this one is the long one too. I will do these fluffy ones. Yeah, okay. All of the fabric is now cut, and now we need to have the candle. It should have been outside this one, but it's not going to. So I need to not make myself sick, but you know, it's not healthy for you to like do this inside or in a non-ventilated room, and you can get a little bit dizzy when you do a lot of flowers. So I won't do many, I will just do different kinds so you get an idea. I need to make a lot of flowers this time, but I will do it off camera, mostly because I tried to sell some old, actually I got some very beautiful old laces last week, and they were so pretty, so very pretty, and I was thinking, shouldn't I try to like see if I can sell them. And do you know what? I could. It worked like magic. like every 15 minutes somebody was like, do you still have them? And I was like, no. I haven't deleted the video, I don't know, the announcement, or yeah, it was on a Facebook, a Danish Facebook, where we sell hobby materials, crafting materials, and I was showing a picture of my Christmas cards, and apparently people really like them, and I figured how to like earn some money on them. So I went and I was like looking through old laces that I got, if there was something I didn't want to use or the quality is not that great and stuff. And you know, now I'm a little bit sad because it was a really good deal, but very good laces. But I also earned a lot of money on them, so I shouldn't feel bad. But with old laces, it's not always easy to find. But I did sell to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, four other people, and I got some contacts to where I can sell some old laces. So now I have like 10 people on a list who really likes to buy some of these old laces. So that's great. Yeah, and one of the ladies was asking for the flowers that I made. No, not that I made. I have Sharon, your flowers came out again on one of my pictures. I have also used that image on my Facebook, so I really love your flowers. Thank you for them. But yeah, she asked if it was my flowers and if I want to sell them, and I was like, oh, I haven't thought of that for a while now, because I've tried to sell some flowers, but there was only one at that point that wanted the flowers, and she's still buying, and she still wants more flowers. And so yeah, I promised this lady that I would make some flowers and send her some pictures and see if that was something she liked to buy. I think she's making baby girls' dresses when they are baptized, I think. I'm not sure. So they have these hair bands for baby girls, and if she wanna buy some of my flowers, that's okay, because they will be unique and different instead of like just buying them online. So of course. And then yesterday I got a haircut here in our new city, on the countryside. I will call it. I don't know if it's a countryside. It is like a little bit. So she had put a flyer into every mailbox, and like she could come and do your hair at home and and we I thought this is so much easier than taking my daughter into a new hairdresser. She's like really difficult on that subject. So because she's also always playing like she's shy and stuff, and actually she's not. But so yeah, I don't know if she thinks it's cute. I think it's something like that, you know. So I thought that was easier to get this hairdresser home to us, and she just started Thursday, and this was Saturday. and she was like, okay, I can see in your house that this is not your daughter's work. And I kind of brought it up because I was like, I'm so sorry, it looks like a mess, and there's just laces and stuff everywhere. And she was like, can you do hair pieces for weddings and stuff? And I was like, why haven't I thought of that? Why haven't I thought of asking a hairdresser if she wants some of my hair pieces? So next year, I promised her next year, because I can't do enough right now. I have so many things, you know. I actually said no to a lot of things, but I can't stop myself, you know. It's like when you get a personal invitation to do stuff, I can't say no. I'm so bad at this. So again, I am doing I'm doing Irene's serious scrapping challenge, or are you doing a page to a junk journal? I'm really not a paper crafter, but do you know what? I really want to try it, and it's just a page, and I have tried to follow a couple of gals tutorials, and some of Tracy Fox tutorials, and I think it's fun to play with, and they are very calm, and they're very great at teaching you the things that they can. And it's not that they're using a lot of different tools and materials and stuff. It is really basic, and they explain how you can do it in different ways and stuff, and I just love it. I think it's easy, simple, and I think it's very exciting. Is it because I haven't had enough with fabric? No, never. But I don't know where to go from here with fabric right now. I need to finish up a lot of ideas and projects. So all the strips are melted. Now just do the circles. Maybe I should take a break. I can feel the fumes, I think, or because I stand in the same way all the time. So as you can see, I have a bowl where I have the light in, and why I do it like this is because the bowl, and I want straight edges. I have tried to do something open, and it's easier for the flame to get movement when it's on a flat surface. It is, or let's say it's easier to control the flame when it's in a bowl like this. Here I can, if I rest my hand on the edge of the bowl, I know I don't get too close to the flame, so I don't burn it. So yeah, so that is why I do it like this, and then I can just, when I close it up, I have a lid to this one. So boom, 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 boom. So yeah, and then what I also wanted to show you another, because I was like, hair pieces for weddings. Yeah, I can do these kinds and stuff. But what if they want, you know, the pearls on the middle and stuff? Can I do that? I have done something similar, and I was, yeah, I can do that. So last night before I went to bed, so like 11:30 in the evening, I was like, I need to try something. Because a couple of weeks ago I saw a video from, her name is I forgot it. I just saw the video just for this again, just to be sure. I need to think. Something so true. What's her name? This one is so big, so I always just like do this, and I move it so I don't make a hole in the middle, but I still get it to curl a little bit. It's just because it's easier for me to control it like this, and it's very like, ouch. So I just want to see if I have enough big ones. I don't feel like that. Not a couple more. I could have used like so. You can see here, if I get like this, that's because I've laid flat, so it gets more of the surface. But when you get a straight edge like this, where it doesn't curl very much, it's because I held the fabric this way. So this way I get a straight edge. If I lay it flat like this, I get a curled edge. So yeah. And I tend to like put my finger in between 3 fingers, just to like, I want it to have the edge this way, so just to control it a little bit. I don't know, I don't think so much about it, I just do. But the good thing about making straight edges and bent edges is that it makes it more exciting. So, and you can see these ones are the same size, so, or almost. I could have used something that was in between these two, but I didn't. So now we have to like maneuver it a little bit and make so there's a little bit of edging all around. So this one is like a little bit bigger, and I'm placing this one in, taking this one I really want to like do a little bit more, so yeah, kind of didn't get too much edge on me. Talking too much. Well, okay, I don't remember the name of the girl I watched the video of, but what I wanted to say was that she has this where she tells it's so easy to play with nail polish with these so, and I apparently hadn't remembered to save the video, but then now I just searched for nail polish flowers, and she came up again, and her video is the one where you can see like a box full of these flowers, and I don't know, I think she has made 1 million or something like that. And in the video, I think it's 2 or 3 years old or something like that. You can see I went more in on the fabric with these ones, and you can see there's some holes in it. It really doesn't matter, it just gets to make some texture into it. So when I do this, I can, this one is too big, I want to do more here. Shouldn't do it like this because you can't see what's going on underneath. Oh, I have a baby calling. Yeah, okay. So I just do a little bit of here. Yeah. I'm not gonna free these. No, am I? No, not right now. I will show you in another. Here. Okay, so and this old box. I think it's so cute. So I am gonna find some thread here. I'm sorry. Just need to like do this. Hopefully you can hear me. Something like this. Okay. And I spilled some coffee on my on my right foot. It's not gonna matter in this one, but it's not washable as it should have been, you know. The tea dye and the coffee dye and everything. So this is just a coffee dyed foot right now. And everything is gonna be covered up by stuff. It's just, that is just what we do. I'm gonna try, because I think I have like placed it a little bit too wrong, you know, like the petals are sometimes straight here and bended here, and if they're too much in the same direction, it doesn't give the right movement, I think, in the flower, and sometimes the size of the petal needs to be different. I don't think you should think so much about this. It's just me that is a little bit, you know, weird about it. Or you can just cut a little piece here. So as you can see, I've taken this part up, and I'm just taking my lighter, and I'm just gonna do this. And bam, bam. So, trying to do this and this and this, and I'd like to save this for another day. So I'm satisfied, and I'm just gonna I don't want to let go of the flower now, because now I have an idea of how to place them. So you could have just pinned it, put a pin in it. So just 2 stitches here, and then I close it up, because, and maybe I will do more stitches in this one, I am not sure, because of but you can see this edge is too big, it's just so too much big. I just cut this off and I will just melt it with my lighter. So I do here. Something like this. It's gonna be okay. Should have been longer so it fills more up. It's not a perfect rose. So now for centerpiece, I have some different ones from the bulb that I took apart. I don't remember how many. Oh, I think there's only these 4 ones. Oh, sorry, that was the mirror. It's the sink, this part, so yeah. But as you can see, there's like these centerpieces I could use. So of course I'm doing something with sparkles. I like this one a lot. I could also just do as I normally do, take some flower, some petals and stuff in different sizes, and that would be enough. I have some of these. I could have put in instead. No. Or maybe just one. But I think it's too small. I like the simple thing about the flower just being the flower in itself, and then one big centerpiece. If you like to, and you only have small ones because you probably have bought 6 small earrings and take them apart, it could also work, but let me show why it can work. We have like from this one, and we have a lot of these. We have some of these smaller cuts, maybe we have more. There's also some. There is some of these strings I have cut up. So now we are thinking texture. And this is silk, so that's why it's not always easy to like rip apart. Can you see here? I have some kind of cluster, and like do this, and this is like off-cut from the sewing machine on the thread that's left, and I just take it all, and I just move it a little bit around here and there. And this one also be like so I can see the texture. And then if I place this one, then you have some, sorry, something like this, or you can like cut this out and use here. Also do something like that. There you go. Over here you want the light too. So something like that could also work, but I am more into, even though I think it's great, these ones, I am more into the plain ones, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe it's too simple. Maybe it really does work. This could also just like I don't know. We're playing here. Maybe something like that could be good between the petals here. just to give them something, because when you watch a lot of these kind of videos with these beautiful flowers, some people are doing laces in between, and we don't have laces right now. We have some of this trim, and we have some silk, and we have some nylon of some sort, and we have some thread and stuff, and so we not need to just play with this. I don't know. Maybe not. And just a centerpiece here. It could be, because these two colors really works together. This is not a grey, and it's not a brown, it's not a sand, it's not a beige, but it's something in between of all of it. So it really works very, very well with the pink. So I will just leave it like this right now, and I will show you the next. I don't have my hot glue right here on the toilet, so I will do centerpieces in a while, and then I will show you the flowers in the next section of the video, and maybe it will be daytime at that point. So yeah, what else have I been making? I don't know. I've been making Karen shop swap is finished. I have made some different pieces for Apple. I'm doing a swap with Apple Popsies ribbon laces, and I am trying to enter Jane March's challenge. I have agreed that I will do, so I am going to. And I also found the image, but it's too big, so I just need to do something with it so it gets a little bit smaller. I have some ideas of what I want to do. I have contacted Jeanette Scrappy Happy XO and asked her if she had any tutorials on how to make paper dolls, because I have never tried it, and I have seen pictures, but I couldn't quite get it into my mind of how I was going to start or finish or something like that. And I can see there's a lot of considerations of how to place the images and stuff on it. So yeah, just wanted to show you. This is so beautiful and so simple. And I normally do a couple and put them together because I love the big fluffy ones like in the nature. And it's just a 1-inch stitch. I don't measure how much because the piece of this one is so long. So that's why. If the piece was longer, I probably would make it half the size. Ouch! I cut it in half so the strip is just half as long. If it was much longer than this, but else you can just. I will show you. Just one moment. And that's the great thing about using needle and thread, is that I have now put the needle into my finger 3 times. I don't know why. Yeah, but I normally tie them as much as I can. But if you loosen them a little, it gets like this, and it's still so they want to go one way and the other way. You can like roll it into here, and then you get more centerpiece inside. You see the difference? And now I really want to make them just like I normally do, because that's easier to work with. I know what they do and I know how to play with them and stuff. So I'm not just going to do a new thing right now. So I think it's secure enough. So you can see the leaves, I did them differently because I don't have a pattern like that. So the leaves are a little bit bigger than this one, so I place this out, try to push them a little bit. So I push the centerpiece in and do it like so. And then I take the smaller one inside and I will like, there's not very much right on this one. Don't use your teeth. They need to be there when you get old too. So please don't do that. And it's also a little bit disgusting, actually. So yeah, I am doing swaps. I'm doing Karen's. Karen's is actually finished. I haven't worked to her yet. I just want to give her just a little bit more time. But I need to weigh it and buy transport shipping. That was a good word. So. And then on the back here I should do some kind of backing, but I am gonna do something with leather instead, because I'm probably gonna sell this one. So you see how easy this was, and they're light and they're fluffy. And then I'll just show you one with the longer ones, these ones. I don't know, I like to put, I think, the petals down. I don't know. But yeah, I think so. I think it's probably easier. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I try to use it the other way. I'm not sure anymore. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Almost like knitting. The hand is doing the same thing. You can see here I haven't cut the end. I forgot to show you this one. I'll know this. My flower making, I think, is thanks to Jennings, Fiona Jennings 644, because I really have watched a lot of her tutorials. That is definitely where I started 2 years ago. Then I moved on and watched, of course, Pinterest and stuff, and then I came on to different kind of flower making because something looked more exciting and stuff. So yeah, it is because I use a cotton thread with nylon, and that the cotton thread is the one that is burning. It is not the fabric is melting. So, as you can see, these fluffy ones, see how much they do. And think if you did a bigger bead cap, of course, but if you put it like so, and a bead cap on top, and had a clapsure, something like that, you have a beautiful flower dangle. But these ones, I like to put them 4 or 5 together, and it just and sometimes in different colors and fabric, not too stiff. They have to be really light fabric. This is probably the stiffest. I don't know if that's the way, but it's the less removable fabric, flimsy. But it makes these ones, and they reminds me of tulip trees, I think, tulip type. I don't know if that's the right word of them. So yeah, and this one I'm just gonna do some of these ones, I think. Maybe just like so. I need to like put a lot of it together, like the fraying edge. Look at this. Is there any kind of light here? This one could also be on. So yeah, what I wanted to show you more, and it has nothing to do with this, but I just wanted to show you this. You're going down again. Here. So I did this one last night. Teeny tiny one. And you can see the wire is really thin. It's under a millimeter. I have no idea what gauge it is. And I also wanted to show you the bigger ones. I think this one is a 5 or 6. 0.6 millimeters, I think this is. So this I used to. I made also the dangles with this one. No, of course I didn't have that. Okay, so I go in a little bit, and I'm gonna bend it here. I don't know if this works right now. I don't remember what I did the other time. Yeah, the other one I just did loosely around something. So I'm bending it. It's gonna be different sizes. That doesn't work. So I don't have my tools here. So I take a glue stick. This is a 7. You can get a 7 or 9, I think. I want 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually want 5 petals. So take them together here. I took them off. Now I have a boom boom boom, but I don't know what the name is. But it says this sound boom boom boom. No, it doesn't. It was me. Yeah. Okay. I put the wire in here. Try to. It's very stiff. No, so and this one is working on underneath. So I'm just gonna do this, twist it, and I still have my 5 rings here. So I'm gonna make it all fly away. No. Oh, I really wanted to show you something simple and easy, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna be simple and easy. Okay. So this is actually the way she shows it, I think. I'm gonna twist them a little bit here. Why? I don't actually know why I'm doing this. Because I have an idea that this is gonna be easier. It was so simple to do this one yesterday. And hopefully I'm not gonna drip my nail polish. This one is a cheap one I bought last year before we moved, and that's gonna drip. Yeah, of course it is. And luckily onto my hand. Okay, I can't make it do as it should. Maybe the eye is too big. This is completely a disaster. Okay, think something new. Okay, and because of this one I can't go anywhere. So just one moment. Luckily we are in the toilet. At the toilet or in the toilet, I'm not sure. Okay, this didn't work. So something else will. I think the eye of the bow is too big. I think. I'm not sure. So. Or maybe I did it wrong. Maybe it was just. I need to see that video again. It was so easy on the video, you know. And I don't have the right tools here. Why is something just easier the first time than the second and the third and the fourth, and you're thinking, why didn't I let it go? You know? Because it was easy the first time, and you think, I can do this. Okay, I don't remember what she did on the video, but she definitely didn't do this. Okay, now I have 4. I want one more. And it's not easy to play with teeny tiny, but we love teeny tiny, don't we? Okay. So, can you see this at all? It's so tiny. We want this one to go here. There. Okay. So let's try to. It's like a balloon, or when you do a bubble with gum or with soap. it's fun to play with, but this is also something you get really a headache of and need to do outside, you know. I don't like the smell of this nail polish. My daughter loves it. Okay, this should have been more, now I need this to hold itself. So, okay. And if you have some, like, a white one, flamingo or something like that, where you can like cut the stamens and put them into, so they can dry like that. Because if you turn it too much to one side, you can see, like, I don't know if you can see that, but that is, it's thinner. The layer is thinner here than on some of the others, and it will also do that it's darker. Okay, let's try it in the camera angle. Okay, so this one is like thinner here. See that? Okay, and this one will be thinner up here because I don't lay it flat. And it's like when you make pancakes, you need it to go all the way to the edge of the frying pan. Yeah, so you want to do that also with the nail polish. But they're very cute, and I can still bend them a little bit. They're still flexible, and you can glue a little bling in the center to so it doesn't show. So this was an idea I thought of using on hair pieces for weddings, but it needs to be more simple to make before I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna stick to my beads first and see what I come up with, but so yeah. I will do the rest of the flowers off camera, and I will just give you a short show you all the projects, and I will probably do that tomorrow, but it's Monday, and now it has been a whole week from start to finish, mostly because I've done other things, so it has only taken these three evenings, I think, to make flowers and a bag and tassels with the 3 items I have bought. The belt, the 2 scarves, oh yes, and I used another piece for the inside of the bag. So yeah, and a sewing machine. What did I else use? Needle and thread, and of course some things for the tassel. Yeah, thank you for watching. Just I will come back. Yeah, bye.